Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? This is an ASMR football video of me, week by week, showing you my relatively small but growing football shirt collection. I'm not like a collector as such. I'm more of like someone who just, well, maybe I am starting to be. Everyone starts somewhere, don't they? So I've got a relatively small group of very weird shirts. And I thought I would do a little series of videos sharing them with you. This is part 3 of, well, in total this is number 6, but this is part 3 of 3 of my birthday shirts. So I was saying in the previous videos, which for me I've literally just pressed stop recording them, but you waited 2 weeks for this video. I basically, I'm very awkward to buy for, and people have figured out basically that the best thing they can do is just buy me a completely random shirt and I will love it. So this is the 3rd example of this. So I'm going to show you, I think you'll get this one, well, some of you on this channel will get this like immediately. That's all I'm going to show you. So like a good proportion of you are like, yeah, I know exactly what that is now. And I think this is an example of a shirt which is actually the shirt they're wearing this season. I said in my previous video that I don't tend to care about that too much, and I often buy ones from previous seasons because they're cheaper. And in some cases I like them more. Okay, so the emblem is on the back. So I'm just going to fold it a little bit. Oh no, you can still see it. I'll do that. Okay. So just plain like burgundy red on the back, with these like trims here, breathable sort of bits, slightly different red. Down the side. And then the arms. Nothing special in the arms. Oh, more breathable bits. Anything this way? No. Okay, have you figured out who it is yet? Shall I show you? I may have made... People make fun of me all the time because when I get excited I do this like little squealy noise. So when I opened the present at my brother's house, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hey. So I dropped enough hints. Apparently he got the memo that I'm a Roma fan. Sono romanista. Tifo Roma. Okay, so this is this year's shirt. When I bought Roma shirt, I bought it last season, but I bought it from the season before, which was like a really good, really nice top. And yeah, I just like preferred it, but then this one came out, and I do like the pinstripes. Let's have a take a little look at it. So we got the stripes on the shoulders. Uno, due, tre. Let's see on the other side. Can you imagine if it's 2 one side, 3 the other? That would freak so many people out. And it's by Adidas. And it's got the Briard season on the front, and the pinstripes runs to the bottom, aero ready it says. And as we've seen as well, apart from what I was trying to hide from you, that AS Roma. It's just a plain sort of burgundy red on the back. So I think, apart from, I've got 2 Wales national team tops. One from the campaign where we had a Kappa top, and it was, that year we had we had Bellamy, John Hartson, Ryan Giggs, Simon Davis, Rob Page playing for us, and we beat Italy in Cardiff. So I got that top. Although it's a weird material, it's like rather than a football top, it's like some fetish material. It's bizarre. It's like really clingy. So it's not very comfortable to wear. So I bought the top from, I think it was from the World Cup. Oh no, it was the year before the World Cup, I think it was. So apart from Wales, I don't have any doubles. This is my new only doubles. It's the only team. I've even got only one shirt of Swansea at the moment. Technically, I'm just thinking if I've got like a training top and a main top, so no, that doesn't count. So yeah, oh no, I've got two of Spartak. Just realised I got the one that is signed, and I've got like a normal Spartak shirt as well. Okay, so yeah, apart from that, it's the only double R I've got, because I've got another one. Who knows, we might see her at some point on this video series. But yeah, this is the current shirt. So we got the AS Roma, or Roma 1927, here with the bear feeding her cubs. I was trying to think of the word. Is it a bear cub? Yeah. I don't know, is it a wolf? No, it's a bear. The Adidas and then the Rehab. And there's the pinstripes, and you've actually got like blue or darker coloured pinstripes there. And I'm about to take these off and wear it because we're playing in 35 minutes. So I wanted to do a quick video before I sat down to watch the football. I hope my birthday present is that we win against Fiorentina. Ironically, this video is 2 weeks later, so you already know whether we've blown it and there's no chance of Champions League football for us. But at the moment, maybe I'll watch this back and remember how optimistic I was. So, Roma shirt. Nothing interesting on this one, I think. Just size charts and whatever. Print instructions. Oh yeah, okay, that's something I wanted to talk about. So when I bought the shirt from the last video, which I won't spoil in case you haven't seen that video yet. So I was buying myself. So this one is from my brother. I had one from my other half, and then I bought one, not knowing that they were getting me one each. I bought one for myself because I was like, oh, I'll buy myself a birthday present. What one shall I get? And I went onto Amazon because I knew I could get like quite quick delivery at like midnight or 1 in the morning, whatever. Technically it clicked into my birthday at that point, but like the night before my birthday. And I was like looking for different types of shirts, and Roma came up, and there was one with Dybala on the back, and obviously that's, I would love, but Dybala is currently one of my favourite players. I'd probably say that at the minute, in terms of like really enjoying watching certain players play, I think it's Dybala of Rome, obviously, Orsolini of Bologna, and probably Brennan Johnson of Spurs. So those are my favourite players. Obviously my favourite of all time is Mr. Gareth Bale, as I think we figured out well before I showed you that shirt that I've got of his. And so yeah, they had Dybala shirts, and then I clicked on it, and actually on Amazon there's a whole AS Roma shop, and you can buy all the training shirts, and they've got all the Dybala's range of products. But the Dybala tops that they had like two there, but they were like small or extra large, and I'm a medium, and I prefer to buy large. I think my brother got this for me though, and in passing I think, yeah, he's got me medium. I did try it on and it does fit, and I won't be wearing it when I'm working out, because that's why I usually like to buy a large. I've said this a couple of times, because I usually buy a large so it's comfortable when I'm working out. It's not too, like when I get sweaty, it's not like clingy. But I won't be wearing this when I'm working out, I'll be wearing this when I'm watching the telly. So I'm about to rip off the tags and get into it after this video. I usually talk about my relationship with a club in these videos. It's a funny old one. Why do I support Roma? I have been to Rome. I went to Rome. I backpacked around Europe when I was in university with an American housemate that I had who wanted to go and see Europe while she was over here. And her friend who was supposed to be coming over from Arizona cancelled at the last minute, and she was like, I still really want to go, but you know, as a woman travelling by myself, I feel a bit worried. And I was like, I'll come with you. So we planned it all, and we got Interrail tickets, and we went from Swansea to London to Paris to Madrid in the first day, a sleeper car to Madrid, so we slept overnight. Spent like a day or two in Madrid, went to Barcelona, spent a day or two there. That was New Year. That was the New Year of 2000, let me get this right, 2001, going into 2002. So that was when the Euro became official. So the year prior, 2001, every country was still using their own currency alongside the Euro, and you could pay in whichever one you wanted to. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm going to like travel around Europe and I can use like one currency. This is amazing. So went through France. We didn't spend very long there at all. We just flew through Paris, literally got a train and left Paris. Got to Madrid, and I was like paying in euros, and everyone was looking at me weird in every shop, and they're getting like the calculators out and working it out in pesetas, and then giving me change, sometimes in pesetas. And I was like, I don't want pesetas, I want euros back. They looked like totally confused, and it was at that point that I realised that actually, despite everyone having a year of the euro, no one had been using it. Only tourists, I think, had been using it. So as I said, we were in Madrid, then we went to Barcelona for New Year, and then we got the train from Barcelona right the way up through Nice, changed it in Nice at like 2 in the morning or something, and went down to Rome. And we spent a couple of days in Rome. Now to explain, she desperately wanted to go. I really wanted to go to Spain because I'd never been, and I was in the middle of my degree in Spanish, but I'd never had the chance to go when I was a kid. We never went on holiday there or anything. And so I went to, so I was absolutely like in my element, speaking Spanish for the first time with everyone, and loving life. And then we went to Italy, and she was like a devout Catholic, so she was like, we need to go to the Vatican City, and we went to the Colosseum and the Forum, and I just fell in love with Rome. I was like, this place is like, and I said it on my Italian channel a number of times when I do like Google Map videos looking at Italy. It's basically like an open air museum. Like you can walk down the street and there'll just be like this old Roman building, a statue, a Colosseum, an amphitheatre. It's just like insane. I just think it's the most beautiful country. And yeah, I was just like totally taken aback with Rome. And there were certain things I didn't like. It was very busy. Now I realise it's actually the third largest city after Paris and London in Europe, I think, or at least in Western Europe, if you discount Istanbul and maybe Moscow, I'm not sure, but I think in the European Union it's after Paris is like the most populous city, I think. Something like that. Anyway, it was very busy, very noisy, lots of scooters. But then I got used to that living in Spain. And yeah, but it was just absolutely stunning. And also I got really surprised by how passionate people were, even the fact that at this point I hadn't lived in Spain. So again, I'm a little bit more used to it now, but like literally like people just arguing on the street. There were at least 2 arguments on the first day. There was like one outside the Colosseum, and then there was another one in the subway where I don't remember where we were going. But like people just having a massive argument. It just doesn't happen in the UK. Everyone like just kind of is desperate to avoid conflict at all times. So we run away from if someone's telling us off about something. But yeah, these people were just having this massive argument, and it really shocked me as a Brit. But now I couldn't care less, and I quite like it, to be honest. I love the fact that, you know, Mediterranean people, Spanish, Italian, etc. I've got a lot of Egyptian friends, and they're quite passionate as well. I think it's something about the Mediterranean. Yeah, so I have been to Rome, and when I started my football channel, I was like, oh, I'll start to do, like, because originally it was just to do those videos that I don't tend to do anymore, looking at the different clubs, and I thought, oh, it's just a nice, easy ASMR video. And then I started doing different types of ones where I did like results videos, and they became like really, really popular overnight. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should start watching the Champions League, because everyone's asked me about the Champions League, and I can't watch it, I don't have a subscription. So I paid for at the time it was BT Sports in the UK, it's now Discovery Sports, which is under the umbrella of Discovery Plus in the UK. And so yeah, I started paying to watch the Champions League, and of course I got the Europa League and the Conference League as well. And it was the year after Roma had started. Roma had won the inaugural Conference League, of course. So I started watching them because at the time they had Jose Mourinho as manager, they just got Dybala. So yeah, it was like, there was quite a lot of furore about them as a club. Obviously they're a massive, massive club anyway. And I ended up watching them like twice a week. I'd watch them, I was like, oh, who should I watch in the Europa League this year? Oh, look, Roma are on. And then the Sunday night football would be like, oh, Roma versus Juve, or Roma versus Inter, or Roma versus Lazio. And I ended up realising, I was like, oh, I think one day I was sat there and I was like, oh, I wonder if Roma are on tonight. And then I was like, oh my god, do I like support Roma now or something? Because I realised I got into a habit of just watching them like twice a week, every week, and just really enjoying. I mean, at the time it was more like, they were chaos under Jose Mourinho, they really were. Jose Mourinho got sent off every match for arguing. Every time there was like a yellow card or a red card, they surrounded the referee. It was just a weird. They're much, much nicer as a team now under Claudio Ranieri. But yeah, I just realised that I sort of loved the Stadio Olimpico, loved the fans, loved the shirt itself. And I was like, oh, I just like, yeah, I think I really like Roma. So then, because I could watch them domestically and in Europe, so twice a week, I just basically like fell in love with them and started playing as them on Football Manager and on in Master League on Football Life, and then looking at like the history and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I just sort of fell for them. And of course they had a couple of English players, Tammy Abraham, who used to play for Swansea, and Chris Smalling at the time as well, so that sort of, I had quite a lot of links. I was like, oh, I know Dybala, I know Chris Smalling, I know Tammy Abraham, I know Belotti, because whenever we used to play FIFA, my brother and I, he used to be Torino and like destroy me, and I was like, who is this Belotti? Like, why do you keep scoring hat-tricks against me? He was an absolute beast in one particular version of FIFA that we used to play. So I was like, oh no, Belotti. And that season he scored 1 goal all season in the league. I was like, where's this Belotti that's like my brother used to destroy me with? Anyway, so yeah, that is why I support Roma, and this is now my second Roma top. Very excited, and it's nearly time for me to get it on and watch the footy, so I'm going to record one more video before I do. I'll let you go now. Thank you so much for watching. Do put a like in the... press that like button. In the comment section this time, could you tell me which ones you've got more than one shirt, which club? Particularly if it could be the club that you support, obviously, but if it's not the club that you usually support, do you have doubles of... When I say doubles, I mean of different years, not like exactly the same year. Do you have doubles of any particular club? Tell me which one. Press subscribe and join me on Patreon. And thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you very soon.